beautiful people, welcome back to House of Casey April. I want to thank all my subscribers. You guys are the best. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe and turn off the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video. In today's video, I will teach you how to draft a 6 pieces blouse with front zipper. I have marked my basic lines. I will use my marker pen to make it more visible. So this is my starting line, also known as my shoulder line. And this is my chest line. You know, to get your chest line, you divide your bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5 plus additional 1. From the shoulder to my chest line is 10 inches. From the shoulder to my bust point is 12 inches. From the shoulder to my under bust is 16 inches, and from the shoulder to my half length is 19 inches. The full length of my blouse is 26 inches. So I will be marking my basic neckline. I will use 3 inches for my basic neckline. I will use 1.5 inches for my front shoulder slope. Remember, we are making use of a princess dart method. From here, I will go up by 4 inches. I will mark 0.5 inches for my armhole curve. To get where your armhole curve will stop, you will divide your bust circumference by 4. The bust I'm working with is 46. 46 divided by 4 is 11.5. This place is my zipper allowance. Remember, our front blouse we have zip. I will be marking my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 8 inches. 8 divided by 2 will give me 4 inches. And I will mark 4 inches. At the underbust here, I will use that intake of 2 inches. I will be marking 0.75 here. This side, I will mark 1.25. From my underbust, I will mark 1.25. At the upper part here, you can divide your armhole curve to get the midpoint where your princess dart will start. But for me, I like coming down by 4 inches. From the bust point, I will go up by 1 inch. This is just to make the bust area more relaxed and not pointy. From these 4 inches, I will connect to my bust point. So from here, I will come down by 1 inch. Please ignore this line. So I will be working with my neckline. I am going to use 4 inches for my neck width. I wanted to use 3 inches, but I changed my mind. From here, I will come down by 5.5 inches for my neck depth. And I will mark extra 2.5 inches for my additional neck depth. If you take a good look at the picture of the design we are making, we have 2 neck depth, making it 7.5 inches. For the second curve, from here I will come out by 1 inch. So at the armhole line here, I will mark 1.5 inches. I will extend this line to this place. And I am going to extend this dart line. Please make sure you keep your hand straight. From here, I will replace this 1.5 inches. And at the chest line here, I will mark the 1.5 inches here. The reason why we mark this 1.5 inches is so that there will be no shortage when you want to join your dress. Everything is going to join properly. This one is our new armhole curve. The next thing to do now is to take my body measurement. The bust I'm working with is 46. 46 divided by 4 will give me 11.5 inches. And I have 11.5 inches. This 1.5 inches, I replace it here. I will be replacing whatever I have here. I have 0.4 inches here. I will replace it here. My underbust is 42. 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. I will replace these 2 inches dart. Please make sure you replace your dart. My waist is 43. 43 divided by 4 is 10.75. I will replace this dart, 2 inches dart. I will replace it here. At the length of my blouse, I will measure the hip circumference. The hip is 48. 48 divided by 4 is 12 inches. And I will add 2 inches for that. Remember, we are going to make use of our bust dart. Your bust dart is the difference between your front half length and your back half length. My front half length is 19 inches while my back half length is 17.5 inches. So the difference between my front half length and my back half length is 1.5 inches. From the bust point line, I will come down by 1.5 inches. And I will connect to this place. The next thing to do now is to cut. I will be shedding out the place that I will cut out. Remember, I did not add any sewing allowance on this pattern paper. I will add it when transferring the pattern paper to the main fabric. Please don't forget to hit the like button and comment on the comment section. The next thing I will do now is to close my bust dart. So guys, as you can see, from here to here is not straight. All you could do is to take another piece of paper and place under it. And you will use your ruler and make it straight. This is my front pattern. The next thing I will do now is to draft my back pattern. I have marked all the lines for this pattern. The first line is my shoulder line. This one is my chest line, my bust point, my back half length, and the blouse length. Remember, my front length is 19 inches while my back length is 17.5 inches. That is the difference between my front half length and my back half length. This is 17.5 inches. And the full length of the back is 24.5. So to check if my measurement is correct, I will measure from the front half length to the front full length. I have 7 inches. I will check if I have the same thing from the back half length to the full length of the back. I have 7 inches. Please make sure you check your measurements before you draft. I will be marking my bust span measurement. Your bust span measurement is your nipple to nipple. My nipple to nipple is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4 inches. So from the blouse length here, I will go up by 1.5 inches. At the half length here, I will mark 0.5 inches on both sides. And I will connect to this 1.5 inches. Remember, at the front neckline I use 4 inches for my front width, and I will also use 4 inches for my back neck width. And at the front line I make use of 1.5 inches for the shoulder slope, while at the back shoulder line I will come down by 1 inches. I will use 2 inches for my back depth. I am going to mark my bust divided by 4. That is where my armhole curve will stop. Because I'll be making use of princess dart at the back, I will draw my armhole curve without getting the center of my armhole line. So to get where my princess dart line will start, I will divide whatever I have here by 2, and I will go up by 1 inch. From here, I will draw my princess line. And from this line, I will go up by 1 inch. And from this 1 inch, I will connect to my chest line. This will be my new armhole curve. The next thing I will do now is to take my body measurement. My bust is 46 inches. 46 divided by 4 is 11.5 inches. My waist is 43 inches. 43 divided by 4 is 10.75. And I will add this 1 inch for that. I will mark it here. While my hip is 48. 48 divided by 4 is 12 inches. And I will connect the lines. This is my back pattern, and this is my front pattern. The next thing I will do now is to take another piece of paper and place my front pattern under it before I will mark the flare of my 6 pieces blouse. So I have placed the pattern paper under it. What I will do now is to mark the flare of the 6 pieces blouse. I will use 4.5 inches for my flare. You can use 5 inches, 2.5 inches, 3.5 inches. It depends on how big you want your flare to be. I mark 4.5 inches on both sides. From the half length, that is the waist, I will connect to where I mark 4.5 inches. from this side I will come up by 1.5 inches. I will do the same thing on both sides, and I will connect it with my curve ruler. Hmm? I have finished with this one. I will do the same thing on this one. From here I will mark 4.5 inches. So from here I will go up by 1.5 inches. I will do the same thing at this side. At the center back you are going to put your flare only one side. You are not going to put it at the center of the back pattern. So from here I will mark 1.5 inches. As you can see, the paper is folded into two. So from here I will connect 1.5 inches. And from here I will go up by 1.5 inches. I will do the same thing on this one. I have finished adding my flare. The next thing I will do now is to transfer this pattern paper to the main fabric. From there, I'll be adding all the necessary allowance needed. I will stop here for now because I don't want this video to be too long. And I will be doing a video on the sewing part. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe and turn up your notification bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video. Bye.